Good morning everyone, it's Farmer Pete here. I hope you're keeping well and having a good start to 2024. I thought a video was long overdue, so I'm just bringing you a quick catch up from the farm, let you know a little bit about what we're doing at the moment, and perhaps, who knows, if I have time, a bit about where we're hoping to go this year. So we're standing down here by the new cattle shed that was put up at the end of 2022, and we've got the second crop of weaned calves in the shed now. I've just been in this morning. It's about 20 past 8, and it's a lovely clear winter's morning. It's a chilly one. The temperature's about 1 degree, but yeah, a nice start to the day. You can see the cattle handling system up behind the shed that we put in when we built this shed, and then in here we've got the 2023 crop of calves. So we've got the heifers in pen number 1. We try to keep them together so that if and when they come in season, then the steers aren't trying to bully them and stress them out, because what we really want them to keep doing is to keep eating the grub that we put in front of them. We only feed them hay and silage from our farm, so what they've got here is a sort of a dry silage that we call haylage. That was cut in the summer, baled up in big round bales, and then wrapped in the plastic that you can see over there, and we take those bales from there to here, and there are 16 animals across the 2 pens, 8 in each pen, and they're getting through a half-ton bale of silage about every 2.5 days. So as we go through the winter and they get bigger, their body weight increases and they'll eat more, so they'll get through the bales more quickly. But you can see we feed them up a good amount, and we're down here twice a day at least, making sure there's plenty of grass in front of them, plenty of silage in front of them to keep them eating. You'll also see here, looking at the heifers, that they've got sort of reverse mohawks. We clip their backs, and we do that to make sure that they don't get hot, that they don't get sweaty. It means that they're less likely to catch a cold or to get poorly if they haven't got that cold sweat held against them by their heavy winter coats. And also it means if they're not too hot, then they're likely to keep eating and therefore to keep growing, which is what we want them to do in the winter, because they want to keep their metabolism going by eating plenty of food. You can see we've got a clear pen between the 2 lots of calves, and in here we keep our silage, our straw and our hay. Okay, make sure that's shut. To feed out to the calves to put into the pens each morning after we've fed them their silage. You can see they've got their drinker bowl there. It does look very small. We used to have troughs in each of these pens, but the troughs would just get full of bits of silage from the end of the cow's nose when they went to drink in it, and it was not a very nice thing to drink from. They say that you should be prepared to drink the same water that your livestock drink. And with these smaller drinker bowls, you can empty them and clean them out nice and easily, and you don't get the muck from the cow's nose in there to the same extent that you would with a trough. So we're much happier that they're getting nice clean water all the time. Just on the water, I don't know if you can see the blue pipes that run up through the side of the shed. That pipe goes to 2 20,000 litre water tanks, massive water tanks, bigger than each of those 2 tractors that's in the end pen of the shed. And that water is harvested off the roof of the shed here and goes through 2 filters and then an ultraviolet lamp to kill off any nasties. So all of the water that these guys drink is harvested rainwater. It doesn't cost us anything other than the electricity to run the pump, and the electricity to run the pump comes from our solar panels. So we really are trying to minimise our impact on the world around us. The only other thing that I'll say now, because I've been going on long enough, is that we just cleaned out these 2 pens. So in pen number 1, the heifer's pen, you can just about see the sand that forms the base level of the pen for these guys. So these guys came into the shed the 4th week of November. So we've had end of November, December, and 2 weeks of January. So we've had about 8 weeks in here. So they're just about halfway through their stay in the shed for this winter. And in that time, as we bed them up and up, I don't know if you can see, there is a line on the wall there where the muck level gets to, and so that there's not too much muck, and so that we make sure they have a nice dry bed to sleep on and to lie on while they're chewing their cud, we clear the pen out of muck about halfway through the winter when we get a dry spell like we've just had. So that's something that we've just done for both these pens. There we go. I will stop there because I've waffled on for long enough, but that's just a bit of an insight about what we're doing day to day with the calves from last year. They'll be going out in a few weeks, but we'll hopefully bring you an update on that nearer the time. Bye for now.